So, what is today? The 25th? 17, 18, 19, 20. 9 days. Day 9? I didn't even know I was on day 9. I'm fasting. I'm doing a water fast. Only water. I haven't had... Usually I'll start my fast with tea and honey. I know that's not technically a true fast. But it helps me get through the hardest days, you know? But so far, it's just been water and salt. She Legit is good. Whenever I say She Legit, it always makes me want to be like, too legit to quit. Today I treated myself. Victoria and I went and got tea. And I asked them to, my favorite tea is London Fog, which is Earl Grey, steamed milk, usually like vanilla syrup or lavender syrup or whatever, and some, I don't know if they normally put honey in it. I get it without the syrup. I'm really hot. Let me take this off. I get it without the syrup, and I told them to put real honey in it, and I was like, hi, I'm breaking my fast, but I'm not really breaking it. I'm still going to keep fasting. Can you just do like a splash of milk? I don't want a true London Fog. Just Earl Grey tea with real honey and just a teeny bit of milk. So I'm still deep in autophagy, so I don't think that will really like... There are people who do dirty fasting, which is under 100 calories per day, but I don't think that a splash of milk is going to set me back too far, because I'm just going to jump right back into the water salt routine. Okay, that's a lot better. Whew! It's hot. Let's see what messages we have. I'm going to start with this. I actually bought this deck for a friend of mine. Brooke, I bought you this because you love fairies, but I haven't been out into my studio because I got run out by some mice, and so I need to take care of that situation. I haven't gone back in there. Perks of living in the country. Field mice. They're just itty bitty, but I keep putting traps out there, but I don't want to sit out there with mice. So, but I had these already. I had this set aside to mail her as a gift, and then I had just gotten these in the mail. So we're going to use my same deck that I've been using. But let's do an oracle reading first. I'm just going to pull 3 cards from here, and we'll see what message comes up for you. All right. Oh, this card did not want to go in, so we'll use that one. Oh, that's cute. Sprites of Joy. What was the first one? Hidden Glade. I want to live there. Look how cute. Oh, look at that. I want a little forest. Just a tiny little tiny home. Like a little hideaway. I've always wanted to build like a little library. Like a little extra building. Like a little tiny shed that's a library, and it's super cozy and warm in there, and with a secret little... something that can pop out, like a little door or something, like a secret wall of books or something where I can just like climb up into a hidden little loft with like a little bed and like a sunlight or sky, like a little roof that opens up, and I can go climb up on the roof. But if you were to walk into the little library, the little shed, it would just look like a cozy little reading nook, but I'd have like a little secret hideaway place. I'm just a child at heart. Okay, one more. We need one more. And actually, I heard take from the bottom. We're going to take from the bottom of the deck. What is it? Sacred Well. All right. Let's see what we got. We'll start with the Hidden Glade. It says, seek quiet refuge, find peace in the stillness of nature. I love that. Find peace in the stillness of nature. So this is hinting at a need to just center yourself, ground yourself. I actually did go do that. I didn't post it, but I made a video of the download I got from my little tree friend that I go and walk to. But I hadn't visited her lately, and I've been crying a lot, and I've just been way off balance emotionally, and I was on my period. There's that too. So all the feelings get magnified. But I walked to my tree, and it really like centered me. It naturally, like nature naturally grounds you, and that biofield, when you put your hands on the trunk, you're like exchanging energy, and it just regulates your nervous system, and that was super healing for me, and I got the coolest download from that. Anyway, so now's a time for you to find peace. However you do that. There's no shame in how you do what you do. Sacred well, deep healing. Oh wait, that was the last one. The second one was sprites of joy. This just gives me friendship vibes, and I just sent my friend a meme that said, when you and your best friend know the next full moon is on 3/3 at 3:33 a.m. So that makes me think of, and it was like two girls like dancing under the moonlight. So we do have a portal coming up March 3rd at 3:33 a.m. I have mixed feelings about the moon, and I'm a big conspiracy theorist, so I'm not sure if the moon is actually real or not. But, and I don't mean that in like, oh, it's a plastic thing they hung in the sky. I mean that in like, there are forces and archons and like reptilians, all that shit's real. Like, the spiritual realm is fucking real. There are dimensions, multiple dimensions, different densities of different beings that can pass through different, anyway, we don't know. The truth is, we don't really know what the moon is. I mean, have you been there? I haven't been there. I haven't personally studied it myself. But anyway, it is kind of cool. I do like to like kind of play with the idea of like, oh, and there's a full moon, there's energy heightened, and there's probably truth to that. I don't know if they've measured that scientifically, if there's a way that can be proven, but I haven't personally like felt a difference like in my own body and in my own intuition on full moons. I used to make moon water. I used to take mason jars and I'd write on them with a Sharpie my intentions, and then I would drink the moon water, and I'd water my plants with it and feed the dogs the moon water. Pour some in a bath. I don't know. Don't come at me. I mean, please educate me if you have knowledge on like what the moon actually is and the energies from it. I don't believe it is what they tell us it is. I don't believe that it reflects the light of the sun. If anything, I think it has its own source of light, its own energy. But anyway, I digress. This card makes me think of March 3rd at 3:33 a.m. That's a 3333, 5 threes, 333 portal. I don't even know what that means. I'll look it up. I'm gonna be up for it. Do some fun shit. And just because it's fun, right? Why not? And then we have the sacred well. Deep healing is available. Take time for restoration. So there's a clear message of needing to pause. Push pause on life. Push pause on your responsibilities. Oh, my back. It hurts so bad. I've been sleeping on my kid's couch for like a year. I can't wait to have my own space again. I mean, I'm going to miss them, but it'll be nice. 11:55 on the clock. Yay. I love it. I've been seeing numbers like crazy. What? And then my battery is 55, and then of course the 5G jumps out at me, so it's like I'm seeing right now 1155555 3 5s. I love it. Okay, deep healing is available. Take time for restoration. This looks like Scotland, Ireland. Does not look like a Celtic like knot or something. I don't know. I'm not very well versed on the history. I should be, because I'm Irish. I have Irish in me, a quarter Irish. My dad's mom ran away with an Irish cabbie. No. She was Irish. My dad's mom was like Irish royalty. She had like, during the Depression, they were like millionaires, her family. Isn't that crazy? Like a wealthy Irish family. I know nothing about that, my dad's side of the family. I just know that she ran off. She was like betrothed to somebody, and she wanted to marry an Italian cab driver in New York. She jumped in a cab and they hit the West Coast, and they moved to LA, where they had a bazillion kids, like 14 kids, I think, or 7 kids. I don't know. They had a lot of kids, and to my understanding, he was very abusive. My dad's dad. He died when my dad was 18, but so as much as I judge my own father, which I shouldn't, because he's just a human who's had his own life experience. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I should call him. I've been estranged from him for years, but he's not a safe person. But anyway, I'm just thinking, I ran out of time. Good, that stopped me from crying. I'm just thinking compassionately for him when I'm thinking of like what he went through as a child, you know? He always talked about this huge baseball card collection he had, and their house burned down, and all his baseball cards from like the 60s, you know? I think he was born in 1950, my dad. Anyway, my grandmother's full-blooded Irish, so I wish I knew more about, you know, that my Irish heritage, but there's a little Celtic knot. I don't know if anybody knows what that symbol means, but I'm thinking of this, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing like the deep well. Like this is your soul. Like you have this deep well of knowledge, heritage, knowledge from your heritage, because epigenetics have proven that your ancestors, we're like supercomputers, and we have stored within us all the knowledge from our previous bloodline, all our ancestors' knowledge. It's all passed down in our genes and our genetics, and it's all suppressed and it's locked up, and it's like, how do we unlock that? Not by eating fucking poisonous shit and McDonald's and breathing poisonous air. But yeah, it would be really cool to figure out a way to like reverse gene suppression and remember, you know? Wouldn't that be magical to remember everything? Probably be traumatic. Anyway, deep well. Deep healing is available. Take time for restoration. So maybe with all this talk about like ancestors and my regret that was just surfaced of like being estranged from my father, dissociated from myself. That was me. Like during my childhood, I was completely dissociated. Reconnecting with self, reconnecting with, you don't even, you know, if there's somebody in your life who is family and they're not a safe person, like I just said, I should call him. No, I shouldn't call him. I don't need to call him. Everything happens energetically first. So if I really want to restore that connection, I'll just go in the spiritual realm and do it. I really don't feel called to reconnect with unsafe people right now at this point in my life. But yeah, all that coming up about ancestors and being disconnected from family, from self, healing with yourself, like go within that deep well. These are fucking scary. You know how many TV shows use wells for like horror shit? Like beings that are trapped down there calling out. I don't know. I'm thinking of a specific show and I can't remember. But this is scary. It sounds all like pretty, oh, there's a well of knowledge and go into the well and go deep. It's fucking scary. This is terrifying. It is so terrifying to go past the surface layers of yourself, of your psyche, going into those dark places where you felt unsafe, where you felt criticized, minimalized, terrified. I think it's more common than not that most people have had traumatic childhoods, whether they remember it or not. A lot of people suppress or dissociate and don't have memory of it, but because that's your brain keeping your body safe. Like your left and right hemisphere separate during trauma oftentimes. Not all, I mean, maybe all the time. I don't know, but I know some people remember. But I did this brain rewiring therapy for a year and stuff I didn't even know about. Like I had no memories, but my brain was keeping me safe as a little girl. So, and that stuff can't get healed unless it's brought out up from the depths. You know, you got to bring it to the light, or bring the light to it. You go in deep, be the badass that you are. Take your little light, your little lantern of hope, your crystalline heart, and let it shine like a little Care Bear stare into the darkness, and go rescue that younger version of you who's stuck in the dark, terrified. You can totally do a visualization. That's what I did during my sessions. She would take me in an elevator and we'd go to like the floors of the, because it was like this arm, like muscle testing, and we'd find out like where the trauma happened in my, like the genetic stuff, like in the paternal line, maternal line, like how many generations back, you know, the father, the mother, the grandmother, whatever. We found out where it was activated in my ancestry, and then we would find out where in my own life that same trauma was activated at what age precisely. It was amazing. It was so incredible. I could do a whole video on that, but then she'd be like, okay, we're gonna go in an elevator. Picture yourself, you now, going, you know, back in time, we're gonna go to the elevator level of 5 when you were 5. And then I enter the space where there's 5-year-old me, like, experiencing that trauma, and then I go rescue her. It was super healing. Super healing. Anyway, deep well, time for healing. Take time for restoration. Nature is your friend. This is your safe place. This is your hiding place. So while you're on this quest to heal and you're in the deep, dark pits of despair, oh my gosh, Princess Bride, you are in the pit of despair. Don't even think of escaping, man. I love Princess Bride, The Goonies. Those are my, and The Never Ending Story. Those are my top favorite old school movies. But when you're in the depths of despair of your history, of your past, where trauma originated, maybe you don't even remember it, just close your eyes and be like, where do I feel this? Where do I need to go? And just, you can guide yourself. You don't need anybody to guide you. You can guide yourself to the deep, dark places that need healing and restoration. And then imagine yourself while you're there on this quest to have this safe place, like this little... Now I'm thinking of The Princess Bride again, where Billy Crystal and his wife with the long gray hair, they're like, I don't know what they are, little dwarves or elves. I don't know, but they help, you know, they help, why can't I think of Princess Buttercup's the main guy, Blackbeard pirate guy, Wesley, where they help Wesley and his friends, and they revive him after being rescued or whatever. You have a place to go. Imagine yourself in a place. Maybe there's somewhere you can go in nature, go on a walk, go find a special tree like I did. Like I do. I have a special tree that I go to and it totally restores me. Seek quiet refuge, find peace in the stillness of nature. And lastly, we have the Sprite of Joy. This is going to restore joy in your life. In areas where there was no hope. In areas that you avoided because it was too painful to even think about or look back at. Find delight in the small things. Let your heart be filled with wonder. Yeah. I was laughing at running stop signs today. Like my daughter was all upset. I'm like, don't let people have power over you to make you. She's easy for you to stay. I was like, Victoria. I don't know. She's stressed out, but I was delighting in her being mad. That's fucked up, huh? I don't know. I was just laughing at the moment of like, I'm doing what I always do. And she just policed me out of nowhere. Funny shit. Find delight in the small things. Maybe it's your morning coffee. Maybe it's the few moments of peace and quiet sitting in your car parked in your driveway before you go in, you know, before you walk in the door. Maybe it's, I don't know, music. I love music. I have disconnected from it and I need to reconnect with it. But let your heart be filled with wonder. Romanticize the fuck out of your life. You're the main character. Wake up. Wake up. Get out of your coma. Do what you need to do. Go deep. Revive the parts of you that have been dormant and dead and lifeless and hopeless, and fucking paddle, heart electrocute them away. You know, the little like emergency boards, like they're like, clear. Yourself awake. And enjoy life. Do something. Do something on March 3rd during the 333 portal. Set an intention, or just go sit outside with a cup of coffee or tea and enjoy the quiet, the stars, and just sit out there at 3:33 a.m. during the full moon and just sit with yourself. And tell yourself, this is really nice. This is peaceful. This is magical. Universe, show me how good it can be. Show me how good it gets. Do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I love you. Have a great day. Romanticize the fuck out of your life. And don't be scared to visit the deep, dark depths of your soul. Okay?